You know, it's a bit harder to shoot a video when you're on my shoulder. Huh? What do you think of that? You don't really care? Hi, Garden Rebels. I had that moment of quiet, but then Salem wants to join in as well. Let's just roll with it. So, you've decided on doing the hanging basket. You want to get outside, but you're a bit stuck on where to begin. I want to give you a technique today, a design technique that will unstuck you every single time. Yes, and leave you with a container or hanging basket that you're proud of every single time. What is this magical technique? All those details coming up. What is this magical technique to unstuck you every single time? Well, it's a bit of a dance move. That's the best way I can describe it, because it's not just one little thing. For instance, let's talk about a group of 3. Now, you've heard that before. In landscaping and container design, you want to start with a group of 3. Now, why 3, by the way? It's because, strangely, in every other type of art form, perhaps 2 is just fine. 1 is just fine. But in nature, 3 seems to be the shtick. We're actually designing so that it doesn't look like we're designing. We're copying nature. Start with the grouping of 3. Those are, say, your dance steps. Forward, left, back. Forward, left, back. So that's your dance steps. But at the same time, you have to consider color, because that's what catches your eye first and foremost. And of course, when we think of color, we think of complementary colors or contrasting colors. And that's the biggest bang. So 3, then color. And what's next is texture. It's whether things are leafy, whether things are grassy, whether things are conifery. And if you really want to get to the top level of design, the third thing to consider is form. Whether something is like a cone or whether something is shaped as a round ball. So you see how it's a little bit more of a dance move, all at the same time. But if you had to break it down, think of 3s and think of color. Now, not to worry if you still don't feel like you've got a master of the entire process, but it is something we will be going over again and again and again until you get the real absolute flow to your landscape or to your containers. Guys, that's the tips and tricks for this week. Always live your passion. Again. Again. Again.